In today's live stream, I'm going to be answering the question, what do you get inside the UMS app? What do you get when you join up to this thing here that you can see on your screen? I'm going to talk through our online personal training, what your experience will be like, and I'll just basically be answering that question, which was asked on our YouTube channel recently. I'm going to pull that up. I should have done that earlier, but here we go. Let's find it. So I had this question just the other day on the channel. Here we go. Here it is. So, sorry, I'm doing this all by myself. I don't have Yanni here today. So this question was asked on our channel. Hi guys, always love the content you put out and topics you discuss. I would love for you to talk about the UMS app and what we should expect when we join. For example, what types of programs are available, are meal plans included, etc. I'm hoping to be joining soon after finishing my knee rehab and now have realized that the UMS is the way forward if I want to build muscle, get stronger, get more flexible, and move well. So that's what I'm answering for you all today. And if you've got any questions, if you're joining me live, then please put them in the comments and I will answer them, because Yanni is away Yanni's in Vietnam for 2 weeks with his partner. So I'm here on my own, and these live streams are always challenging to do by yourself because I don't have anybody to talk to. And if you've ever tried having a conversation just to a camera, it's not very easy. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to bring up the app. I've set up my phone here so that I'm sharing my screen, and I'm going to go through it. So the first thing, I'll answer the question, those absolute questions of what do you get in the app, meal plans and programs and all that kind of stuff. But the first thing that I'll do is I'm going to clarify this, because this is something that so many people, when they join and they get their welcome video, their personalized welcome video from me, they can't believe that they're receiving a video from me. They thought it was going to be a sort of a login, Netflix style, scroll through programs and do it. And that is not what it is. It's online personal training. So the very first thing that you do when you log in, you won't even see this screen straight away. You'll be prompted to fill out this questionnaire here. And this is the onboarding questionnaire. So I'll just talk while I'm filling it out. And what it does is it tells me all of the information that I need to know to create a custom program for you. So we get people to tick the things that they're here for, and then I get people to tick the number one thing that they're here for, so that I know however many goals you've come here for, what is the most important thing that you're here for. Why is that goal important to you? I'm not going to fill all this out here. What time frame do you want to achieve the goal in? How many days? This is an important one because everybody's different, right? Everybody's got, some people can train these days of the week and some people can train different days. So I go through all of this, and this gives me, there's obviously 17 questions. I'm not going to go through all of that live. But the idea here is that once you've completed that questionnaire, it gives me the information that I need to create a custom program for you. And then, is that a weird glare on the screen? Why is that happening? I'm just trying to work this out here. Why are we seeing that glare there? It's not there now. That is really interesting. Okay, sorry about that. You're getting a really funny little bit of a glow there with me. Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. Okay, cool. And so then what I do is I create a custom program for everyone. So, I've got this app where I can go into the back end here, and we've spent years and years and years uploading all our exercise tutorials, and it allows me to really, systemize the process of creating a program. Before we had this app, it used to take a long time to write a program for an individual, and you had to charge people a lot more money than what we have to charge for. So we charge for all of this. It's $1.75 a day, so it's $49 US dollars a month. So anyway, so once I've finished that program, I always say to people that they get it within 48 hours. If it's Monday to Friday, people usually get it within about 12 hours, because even if you're in a different time zone from me, it's the first thing I do when I get up in the morning and start work at 6 a.m. So people get their custom program, and then I record welcome message for them. So I record a video just like this that goes for, anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes, depending on what I need to tell them about their program. And I just let them know the basics of the specifics of their program, because we get people that come here that they want to get more flexible, but they've got knee pain and we need to rehabilitate a knee injury. Or a lot of people come because they've got slap tears. That's a topic that we've become well known for, because Yanni and I have both rehabilitated slap tears without surgery or whatever it is. And then, so they get that welcome video and then they get their program. And this is what they see when you log into the app. So the workouts for your program, they always show up here. So it's you basically, you don't have to choose a workout when you log in. If you've told me that you want to work out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, then it will only show workouts on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, it will just show as a rest day. And so you log in and it gives you an overview of what the workout is here, and then you start your workout. And this is every program phase has an introduction for what you should expect for the program, for what the goal of each program phase goes for 4 weeks. And that's called a mesocycle. So the workouts are different from Monday to Sunday, but then they repeat each week for 4 weeks, and that's what's called periodization. So periodization is, where you write a program phase, you do the same workouts for 4 weeks, and then you move to a more challenging program phase. And that's the best way to achieve adaptation with strength and flexibility. The idea of doing random workouts every time you do a workout is not the best way to get good results. So anyway, so you're in your workout, and then you've got your sections here. So we have the warm-up, the primary workout. This is where we do the strength and flexibility. So there's always an upper body, in this upper body workout, it's upper body strength and lower body flexibility. So the first exercise you can see there is a pulling exercise. Then the second one is a lower body flexibility exercise for the hamstrings. And then the third exercise is a pushing exercise. And then the fourth exercise is a lower body flexibility exercise for the hip flexors. So everything works in structural balance. So it's a balance from pushing and pulling. So that's one of the best ways to avoid injury and even to overcome old injuries, is that you always do one set of pushing for one set of pulling. Same in this plane of motion, same with legs, same with flexibility. And then once you're in the workout, of course, you can choose harder variations of the exercise. So we always start people with the basics. So this is a feet-assisted supinated grip pull-up, but if you can do a full pull-up, then of course you just jump in here and choose the version of the exercise that you want. And then this is where you record all your reps and sets. And so you can go in here and you can look at what your previous efforts are. So you can always, use progressive overload. And then there is the supplementary circuit for each workout. So there's always primaries and then supplementaries. And this is where we do like rotator cuff work and core work and the non-compound movements. So just to bring up the weak links. And then there's a follow-along video. So all of the workouts have a 60-minute follow-along video. So the workouts take 60 minutes if you use the video, where you can just press play and you can join in with us in real time. And that is something that I'm still to this day pretty proud of, because we have follow-along videos for every workout for the first 12 phases of the program. Which was just a huge monumental effort for Yanni, Richard, and me. Back when we were working in Unity Gym, we were all doing 1 or 2 workouts a day for like 6 months. It was crazy because we had to do home workouts and gym workouts, and so we've got both of those in the app. So whether you want to work out at home without any equipment or with limited equipment, or whether you want to work out in a gym with full equipment, it's all taken care of. So that's the idea of the customized programming. And if any of you that are watching live, if you've got any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll answer them, because otherwise I'm just going to fly through and just keep talking about what you get. So just before I move on to what the other features of the app are, to clarify what I've gone over, it is not an experience where you sign up, you get access to the app, and then you log in and you scroll through and you choose which workout you want to do. It's online personal training. You log in, you fill out an onboarding questionnaire or a pre-exercise questionnaire. I then use that information to write a custom program for you, and it's me that sends you the welcome video. It's me that reviews your videos, which I'll talk about in a minute, to provide coaching. And then what we always do is we do 3 mesocycles, which is called a macro cycle. So when you fill out a questionnaire, I write a program with a goal over a 12-week period so that we get you from X to Y in 12 weeks. And that happens with 3 mesocycles, they're called. And 3 mesocycles is called a macrocycle. And then at the end of that macrocycle, you fill out another questionnaire. We see the progress that you've made. We see how close you're getting to your goals. And then I write another macrocycle. And that process just continues. You just continue, for as long as you want until you get the results that you want. And that's the first thing that when people log in, they have no idea that they were getting, which is why we changed the name of what we offer from online coaching to online personal training, because people just didn't think that they got that level of care with us. All right, so the next thing, if you look down at the bottom of the app, you can see Today, Coaching, Inbox, On Demand, and You. So those are the tabs. So this is what's called the Today tab. So this is just showing me what I've got to do today. So there's my workout up there. I've got one task for today, which is to complete that onboarding questionnaire, which I haven't done yet. I haven't linked, I don't have a wearable, those Fitbits or Garmin's or whatever. So you can link those with the app. And if you did, it would be showing you steps there. And you can also link your macronutrient planner, like, what's it called? MyFitnessPal. You can link that, and it, you can control your macros and your diet and everything from within the app as well. I don't use those features on the app personally. I just use it for my workouts. And then down the bottom here on the Today tab, you have the forums, and this is where we provide coaching. So this was a big deal as well, because before we had the app, we were doing the coaching, and the forums were basically via Facebook. And for those of you that have been with us for a while, you'd know that we used to spend an obscene amount of our time in that Facebook group, the UMS Movement Mastermind. We don't spend much time in that group at all anymore, because it's all now in the app here, So we have these forums, and this is where people post videos, questions, whatever it is. So the 5x5 testing is a periodic macro cycle quarterly testing. So I just spoke to you guys about what a macro cycle is, about the 3 mesocycles. So every quarter we do a 5x5 testing, which goes for 4 weeks, and that's where people get their name up on a leaderboard, which is it's a fun experience. It keeps you engaged with all of the members around the world that are doing it, but it's really for yourself, because what this does is it measures your accumulated total of what you're lifting over the 4 weeks. And so what we want to see is that each time you do the 4-week challenge, the 5x5 challenge, we like to see that accumulated total is moving up. And whether it's moving up, staying stagnant, or moving down is something that we can then use to determine whether your programming is effective or not, and what we can do to to correct that. The UMS Tech Forum is where people go for any tech issues, if they need changes to their program or anything like that. And this one here is where the coaching happens. So what people do is, in the Exercise and Health Forum, is people post videos for review. So this is where our members put their videos in here and ask me questions. And I go in here daily and do screen recordings to answer everybody's questions. So basically, Michael here has posted a video asking for form feedback on the Trap 3 raise. And then I do a screen recording where I'm playing the video and giving him coaching as I'm watching it. And that's how we provide the one-to-one coaching. So people ask if they get calls with me. We don't provide calls. If I was doing calls with people, we'd have to charge people, $150 a week to be able to make that work, because time is finite. And so the way that we're able to keep this at an affordable price for people at $49 a month is that I do the coaching via screen recording. And people get their coaching back within a 24-hour period, Monday to Friday. Obviously, over the weekend, I don't usually provide coaching. I usually wait until Monday. So that's how the personal training happens. It happens via feedback in these forums. And then the other avenue that people have is to communicate with me is via this inbox. As a member, when you see this inbox, you'll just see my name here, and you're communicating with me. So this is me communicating with me because I'm logging in as a client, which is a different profile than when I log in as a trainer. And then we move to the on-demand tab. And so this is where there's a whole lot of resources that aren't specific to anyone's program. So what we've got here is We have the resources collection, so the training guides, the nutrition academy, and strength testing, which I'll talk about in a sec. And then we have workout collections. So I'll go through, I may as well just go through it from the top. So in the training guides, these are really just guides to teach people certain elements about training. So the ultimate eccentric strength formula is it's a formula for calculating eccentric contraction times to be able to break through to, why is my phone not sharing the screen properly? Just give me a sec here. Sorry about this. I can see on my screen that I'm not that it's not showing my phone properly. So just give me a sec here. Okay, I'll have to do this again. Sorry, technical issues. Good times, huh? It will only take me a second. Hang on. Okay. No, not that one. This one. Layers. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so I was talking about down here at the bottom, you can see the on-demand tab. Morning, Karina. Thank you so much for jumping on and chiming in and saying something positive for me. I'll read that in just a sec. So Karina is one of our members inside the app. So if you're wondering what somebody has to say about it, you can read her comment there. Okay, so when you go to the on-demand tab, we've got these training guides here. So these are just guides that help people to break through plateaus and help people to understand concepts about training. So for example, the ultimate eccentric strength formula, when you're trying to unlock something like a pull-up, and you can't do a pull-up, you use eccentric reps. And there's ways that you calculate how long your eccentric time should be, how many reps you should do to be able to work up to be able to do one full rep. So there's all these little guides in here that help there. This was a question from that we had when somebody, I can't remember the person's name on YouTube, that was asking about what's included. They were saying, is there nutrition plans included? There absolutely is. So this Nutrition Academy is an unbelievable document that Yanni spent years writing. Yanni worked with nutritionists. It's a 77-page document. It is everything that is really applicable to the way that Yanni and I eat to nourish our bodies and to stay in great shape. Yanni's now 44 and I'm 46. And it's a really, really useful guide. So for anybody that wants a deep dive into nutrition to understand, the do's and don'ts about time-restricted eating and intermittent fasting and protein and carbs and all of that good stuff, that's there for you. And then what we've got is these customized meal plans. So customized meaning they are customed to certain calorie amounts. So we've got from 1,200 up to 2,400 calories in 200 calorie increments. So you choose the meal plan that is suited to your calorie requirements based on your size, and we teach you how to calculate that as well. And then it is a done-for-you meal plan. So it's got meals from Monday to Sunday, ingredients, everything, recipes, shopping lists, the whole lot. So it's a really, really cool resource for those who want just a done-for-you meal plan for it. And then in the workout collections, what the workout collections are, this is, so holiday workouts, HIIT workouts, so they're like, cardio HIIT style workouts, high intensity interval training. That's an introduction course for the more advanced folk who want to get a really good understanding of the UMS. That goes for 2.5 hours. The advanced warm-up tutorials, basic injury rehab workouts if people just want an off-the-shelf injury rehab workout. And probably I would say that the two categories here that I would say would be most used, actually as I go down there is definitely some good categories here, but would be the flexibility workouts and the FAQs. So the flexibility workouts, a lot of people come to the UMS online personal training to get more flexible. That's a really common thing that people come here for. And what we've got here is flexibility workouts for each part of the body, and they go from anywhere from 5 minutes to 25 minutes. So when people say to me, Rad, I really want to hit the middle splits, what can I do extra to get the middle splits? You come here and you do this workout a couple of times a week, and I teach people when they can do it, after what workout it's best, or at what time of the week it's best. But the idea is that you can just choose the part of the body that you want more flexibility on, and you can do that. And then we've also got, of course, our 20-minute mobility routine. So we've got this is a little mini course on how to get flexible, like what the theory of flexibility is, how it works. And then we've got the 20-minute mobility routine. So we've got 3 versions of that. We've got stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. And then all those other flexibility workouts there. Then we've got an FAQs section here, which just has a whole bunch of videos that I've made to answer really common questions that people ask within the app. And since I've made this FAQs section, I get far less of these questions, which is good because it means that the videos are answering them for people. And then we've just got like complete guides, like ways that you can go from no pull-ups to a pull-up. Like what is the whole overarching strategy that we use to be able to, unlock this movement, or same thing for hanging, same thing for slap tears, whatever it is. So, and then you have the U tab, and on the U tab, there's a whole bunch of data here that I don't personally use myself. You can track your own weight. You can look at all your history of workouts. You can upload progress photos. And you can look at the exercises that you've completed and what your personal bests are, and you can look at a whole bunch of data in there. And that is it in a nutshell. So let me just read what Karina's written here. You just finished your UMS training this morning. You love the program. Never would have made the consistent progress I have without the specialized programming and expert coaching, not to mention my shoulder injury, which no training, physio, chiro, or any other support over years resolved. My injury was rehabilitated in a few weeks without pain and a few months to restore full range of motion. That is really awesome, Karina, if you think about that, because when you came to us, you had a slap tear and you were in real dire straits, like a lot of people are when you have a slap tear, Years of going to physios and surgeons and doctors and not being able to fix it can leave your soul just crushed. And we get so many stories like that of people that come in and that within a matter of weeks, the pain and the injury that they were feeling is gone. And the reason why that happens is because Yanni and I are fortunate enough that in the 20 years that we've been personal trainers, we've befriended some of the best physiotherapists in Australia, physical therapists, you call them over in the US, and sports physical therapists. And we've worked with them directly for probably 90% of the most common sporting injuries that people get. And we've had them all ourselves. We've both had slap tears and torn rotator cuffs, both of us. We've both fractured our spines. We've both had bulging discs, disc degeneration. I've got multiple things going on in my lower back. I've had a torn meniscus. Yanni's had a torn ACL. So we've both had traumatic knee injuries. I've had ankle surgery as well. So through all the major joints, we've had golfer's elbow and tennis elbow. So we've had direct experience with these injuries, and we've worked with exceptional physical therapists to get a really good understanding of how to deal with it. And for those of you that have been following us for a while, you know that we do podcasts with Phil White, who's a physical therapist. And so that's been an incredible learning experience for Yanni and I over the past decade to be having these conversations every week with a physical therapist online and answering people's questions. And so that's why people like Karina are able to get those results, because when you join the UMS, whatever injuries you've got, we will write a program that takes care of those injuries whilst you're working out. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make with being injured and with working out is that they think that when they're injured, they're in the injury naughty corner and they need to deal with that injury before they come and start working out properly. And what Phil has taught us over the years is that is not what good rehab is. Good physical therapy is working out in the presence of injury. So when you have this injury, you still keep working out, but your workouts are tailored towards dealing with that injury. So of course your workouts will be modified if you have a knee injury, but it's not that you can't do gym training, because you can still train your upper body as per normal, and you should train your upper body as per normal. And then we tailor the lower body workouts to make sure that we're dealing with the knee injury. And the same thing could go with anything. If you've got a wrist injury, it's the same thing. You still train your upper body, but we tailor the workouts in a way where the wrist injury doesn't get worse and it gets better. Because if you view your body and your workouts as a way of, I will start working out when my injury gets better. So you might have a knee injury that's preventing you from doing the leg workouts you want to do. But when you're not working out your upper body, your muscles are atrophying. If you're over the age of 35 and you're not doing resistance training, you are losing muscle mass every year. You're losing strength, and that's making you more prone to injury in the upper body. So it's a really bad idea. And so that's why we write programs for people that allow them to train in the presence of injury. So thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. If anybody that's on the live stream has any questions for me before I end the live stream, please put them in the comments now. Otherwise, I'll shut this down in a moment, because I have already, if you've just tuned in, I've gone through everything that's included in the app. We've gone through how I give people fill out a pre-exercise questionnaire as soon as they log in, and then I use that information to create a custom program. I then send them a welcome video, which is personalized, just like this, where I'm talking to the camera, welcoming them. We've talked about how people get coaching via these forums here, where they log in and they post videos into the forums, and then I review the videos and do a screen recording while I'm doing it. So I'll take someone's video, I will press record, and I'll be talking through, this is what you need to do, Michael. You need to, do the X, Y, and Z to fix this movement up. And I think I've just frozen up the app again. I know what I did now. I turned it to the side, and my computer doesn't like that. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell. If you're tuning in late and you want to know everything that's included in the UMS app, then rewatch this from the start, because I've just unpacked it all, gone through it, and you get it all for $1.75 a day, or $49 a month. And I've worked with online coaches now several times. I've done online coaching with people for almost 10 years now, and I've never seen anybody deliver it the way that we do. I was paying between $100 and $150 a week for my online coaching, and it wasn't a fraction of what we offer with the UMS. I didn't have the access to the coaches that I'm working with that all of our members have to Yanni and me. I certainly didn't have an app where I could track my workouts, and where all my programs were given to me via email on paper, and that was it. It wasn't even in a program card. I had to transfer that information onto pen and paper and use it. And it was just it's a quite a interesting experience getting it like that. So, and also, if you guys, anybody that's watching this, if you do want to give it a try, you can cancel whenever you want. So if you want to log in, go over to unitygym.com, join up, give it a try. You'll get a custom program, see if you like it, and you'll be working with me directly. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is definitely something that we won't be doing, that we don't do often on YouTube, and that we will continue to not do often. But the question was asked, what do you get inside the UMS app? And so that's why I did this stream. Next week, I'll go back to doing a topic and providing value and giving education. So I'm open to what the next topics are, because the last 3 weeks we talked about building muscle. And, I unpacked my blood test results. We talked about how to naturally boost testosterone. We talked about the different workouts, all that stuff. So maybe it's time to do some stuff on flexibility again, or calisthenics. I'm not sure. So let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. And otherwise, I will look for some questions on our channels and come up with a topic for next week's live stream. I'll be on my own again next week. And I think Yanni hopefully will be back the week after that. So I can see we're getting a whole bunch of new people just jumping on the live stream. I'm just at the end of this topic. If you want to see it, I'm going to stop the live stream now, and you can go back and watch from the start to learn everything that is included in the UMS app. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, and I'll see you next week.